One, two, Freddy's coming for you. Three, four, better lock your doors. Hmm. I wonder what we may have in store for today. Stay tuned. What's going on, everyone out there in YouTube lands? Your guy Q, the movie collector, here again, back with another update video. So, man, September. What a surreal month for me. So, as you guys may or may not know, if you've been following me, I kind of stumbled into the month. A lot of mental health, working on my mental health and everything, which working on mental health these days is super, super important. But I'm back on track now. I feel like I got back into the swing of things pretty great. You guys have been showing out, showing me a lot of support. So thank you guys so much for that. You guys don't know how much I truly and really do appreciate all the love and support you guys have been showing me. It really and truly keeps me going forward. But this month it has not been a big month for me. There were some releases that I did skip out on, and some I was very late to the party on, and some I was really, really surprised about when it came to availability. Now, I don't want to sit here and say that that they weren't massively popular titles. I think a lot of the popularity led to FOMO, if you catch my drift. You got companies like Sony and Disney that are doing this weird little limited releasing thing where they just don't really produce a lot of quantities of their stuff. But if you guys haven't watched my Let's Talk episode 3, you guys can check that out. It's down there at the bottom. Check out that video. I talk about a lot of that stuff in general. But I cut back a good chunk this month, mainly because we're getting ready for Scarefest. And if you guys are going to Scarefest, let me know down in the comments. Maybe we can say hi and everything. There's going to be a lot of people at Scarefest this year, so this is my first Scarefest I'm going to go to. Me and my wife both. It's going to be our first Scarefest, and there's a lot of people that I'm looking to get autographs from. A lot of different things I'm looking to see. My friends Alex and Jess, the owners of Monster Mall, they're going to be there with their booth. So I plan on paying them a visit. I'm also going to check out Trick or Treat Studios. They're going to have a booth there. So I'm looking forward to actually vlogging a good majority of that trip. So stay tuned for that. That probably won't come till later on in the month. But stay tuned for updates on that. And if you really want to follow what we're doing that whole weekend, follow my Instagram page. I think I've got it linked in my about me. So make sure you guys do that. But yeah, I cut back a good bit this month. I didn't feel, and there was a lot of them that I felt the need that I didn't really need those titles, but there was some that I did get. But some of these I'm going to be showing off that I got throughout the month of September, um, that I've already reviewed. And if you've seen it, great. If you haven't, check it out below. But one of those titles I did get was James Gunn's Superman. The As you'll see there, the lenticular cover there. So I didn't get the steelbook. Didn't really want the steelbook, given that this was the newest entry in it, so I didn't feel that much attached to it. And also because I don't go to theaters. You guys know that I don't go to the movies. So, but this was a great movie. Check out my review on it. I talked about it in depth, and I really liked it. Next up, I'm going through my Vinegar Syndrome. I think it was like the Vice sale. I think that's what they called it. And again, I didn't really pick up a whole lot, but I did get some great titles. One of them that was a standout for me, review coming very, very soon on this, was Cinematograph's gang related release, which This is Tupac's last film. Um, but yeah, the review is going to be going up really soon. I've already shot it. Fantastic movie. Great movie if you guys haven't seen it. It's got Tupac, it's got Jim Belushi, it's got Lela Rochon, Dennis Quaid, and James Earl Jones. They're all in this movie. And there's a few other people in this movie that I don't remember their names, but great list of actors and actresses in this movie. So highly recommend you guys check this out. Um, that's gang related from Cinematograph or Vinegar Syndrome. And next up, I picked this up from them because if you guys know, if you don't know, you know. If you know, you know. This was one of the titles that's been one of those huge out of print releases over the years. And every time that Vinegar Syndrome posts up like the little bit of stock they have left over on it, it immediately sells out. Now, personally, this was more of a a FOMO purchase because I know nothing about these films, but I do know of the actresses in this movie and what they did with this release, which I believe this was the title release for their last sale. And what they did was they tacked on, I think it was two other movies. So I picked up Vice Academy 1 through 6, the VSA. Um, a lot of people out there that have the original really need to hang on to it, just because it's different artwork. It's completely different artwork, and I got wow, I didn't even realize that I got. I don't know if you guys can see that. Let me see. I want you guys to see it. I really do. Number 27. I don't know if you guys see it. So I got number 27 out of 6,000. High number, right? Let's hope that high number actually continues. Not that it's important. I just think it's really cool that I'm in um the early numbers, if you will. But yeah, I got number 27 out of 6,000, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, it's got Linnea Quigley and what was the other actress's name? Um, Ginger Lynn Allen. So yeah, it's got those two in here. I know these are probably some very silly movies, but I'm looking forward to checking these out, seeing what these are all about, and see why people went bat crazy about these movies. But that's Vice Academy 1 through 6. The next one that I got, this was the only one I saw, and I was a little late to checking out the daily releases they were putting up as far as like the out of print stuff. But I will tell you this much. I really wanted that TC 3000. I think that's the name of it, the Billy Blanks film. But I don't think they had that up. And if they did, I probably missed out on it. But I did pick up Expect No Mercy. This is the only Billy Blanks title that I got. Probably my second VSA that I picked up from Vinegar Syndrome. Um, and yeah, I got, and I chose, and it lets you choose when you purchase this if you want to get the non-numbered edition or the numbered edition. I chose numbered, and I got number 4920. I don't know if you guys see that 4920. There it is. But I got 4920. I don't have any Billy Blanks films in my collection, so this is the very first one. But I really want the TC 3000. If anybody out there want to sell me a TC 3000 at a reasonable price point, hit me up. I'm definitely I want that one in my collection for sure. And then next up, the last one that I got from them, which I've never seen this film before. I saw the trailer to it when they showed off this title they had for the month, but it looked very interesting. And it's got who's in this movie? It's got Chris Sarandon in it from Fright Night as well as Child's Play. But it looked pretty interesting, so I wanted to check it out, and that was the 4K of D Resurrected. So really cool art. I mean, you can't go wrong with Vinegar Syndrome slip covers. I mean, they always kill it. And I've already reversed my cover art there, so I reversed that already too. But that's the Resurrected. So now we're going to get into we're gonna get into a little bit of drama. Like I said, episode 3, let's talk. I talk about it all in there. So before I show this off, I'll give you a little background story about this next title from the show. Um, my friends over at Monster Mall, like they've been awesome. And when this title went up for pre-order, they did have it up for pre-order. And what happened in that case was the company that they got their titles from, um, they delayed. I want to say delayed, or they're probably not going to get their shipment in, which if you don't know by now, they've already sent out the emails about it, and they will happily refund your purchase if you feel inclined to want to get a refund from them. But the title I'm talking about is Night of the Living Dead. Now, if you notice, this is actually the UK steelbook. This is not the US steelbook. The only way I was able to get this was through um, Orbit. Orbit had actually put up a few of these up, and I was able to grab it. But man, this is not even a limited release, and that's the disappointing thing about this. And they can alleviate all of that if they just produced slipcover versions. But I know with Sony, they want to, especially for older titles, they rather do steelbooks for it. Which the funny thing about that is that I talked about that in episode 3 of Let's Talk. With Steel Magnolias, they didn't do that with it. With A League of Their Own, they didn't do that with it, which they did slipcover releases for both of those, and those are older, very popular titles, more popular titles more so than this. And those didn't get steelbook releases. So it's kind of like one of those situations where they're going to do one or the other, but they want to do both the slipcover and a steelbook for a title such as Madam Web. Don't get me started today. But anywho, I'm very happy to own this. I am keeping my order with Monster Mall. So in case they do get theirs, when it comes in, expect me to do a giveaway on it. So yeah, that's just to let you guys know there's going to be a giveaway in the future for Night of the Living Dead 90. So stay tuned for that. Stay tuned for that. The next one that I'm going to talk about, again, more inclined to that episode 3 of Let's Talk. But I got both. Now, I'm pretty happy I got these. Now, these aren't the UK editions, and I'll tell you the story about how I got it. I got Tron 4K Steelbook, and I also got Tron Legacy 4K Steelbook. So there's Tron Legacy, and there's Tron. I do know there's a lot of people out there that did a pre-order through Amazon where they got one of the other right now, and now they're waiting on the other one that they pre-ordered to come in probably mid-October, maybe late October. I got mine, like I didn't pre-order it. No one sent it to me for free or any of that stuff. And this is what brings me to a point of like, man, we should I wish there were more places available for everyone to go to pick up physical media other than online. Online is great. I get it. I've gotten used to that since Best Buy stopped carrying physical media in the stores. But it's always convenient when you have a backup plan. My backup plan just happened to be vintage stock. If you guys don't have a vintage stock in your town, or if you do have one, go to one. They sell all of the labels there. They sell both new and used movies there. And I just so happened to stumble up in there, I think it was last Tuesday, and they had them. I saw it there. They had it there, decent price too. But safe to say, those were the only 2 copies they got in the store. So, but yeah, it's always to have a plan A, plan B, and a plan C. Especially if you're definitely into collecting movies, especially movies that you love. But that's how I got my Tron Steelbooks. So I'm happy, but at the same time, I hate it for everyone else that weren't able to get their copies, especially if they wanted the steelbook. And there's ways to get it because my way was that if they never got it, I was just gonna get the UK slipcover editions, and I would have been perfectly happy with that. But I got the steel books, and I'm very happy for it. I just hope that everyone else that's still waiting on their copies, I hope the best for you guys, and I hope everything turns out great. But yeah, that's the Tron steel books. Next up, a little bit of a a hodgepodge of different things that I got in. Now I'm pretty late to the party on this one, but I picked up 101 releases, Tourist Trap, which is this is another 101. I will say, man, I love 101's releases, but I will tell you this much: a lot of their stuff is inconsistent when it comes to the boxes themselves. This is like paper, and I want to say, I think, which one was it? Was it Castle Freak? Yeah, Castle Freak, and yeah. So with Castle Freak, it was more of a gloss, and then Trancers, it was more of paper too. So they need to kind of keep it consistent. I would really like it if they were consistent, you know. And it's not even like a case of whether if it's a 4K or a Blu-ray or not, because this is a Blu-ray. Castle Freak was a Blu-ray, but Trancers is a 4K, and the Trancers is the same material as this, while as Castle Freak is all glossy. So I wish they just keep it consistent. But other than that, great packaging. Great packaging. Expect me to add this in my Halloween, well, my October watch list, which I'll be doing another video of it soon. Um, maybe not. We'll see. But I'm gonna make this a part of my watch list for the month for sure. And then next up, I know some people notice off to the left of me, I have like a massive Kino Lorber section over here. And it's not because I'm like a massive Kino Lorber fan. It's just that for a lot of times I wait for a lot of these titles to go on sale. And I catch them at great prices. So um I think it was August. Yeah, it was late August. Late August, Amazon had a Kino Lorber sale, and I decided to take advantage of it. But my stuff didn't arrive until like it started slowly arriving like 2 or 3 weeks ago. So, but the first one I picked up was Haunted. With Ben, I can never say his name. Benicio del Toro and Tommy Lee Jones. I picked this up. I also picked up Ronin, and I also picked up Death Wish, which I think this was like 15, maybe $16, and the rest of these were like $17, give or take. But yeah, I really wanted these, and I kind of want to start collecting the original Death Wishes because Charles Bronson is a badass in these movies. Um, I know Vinegar Syndrome put out an out of print second version of it. Let's just hope they reissue it like they've been doing a lot of their out of print. So I'm hold out hope for that. But those are my Kino pickups. And next up, my two, I think it's the only two. No, I got three. I got three of them here. So I'll just go and bundle it up with the three together. So the next three I've got is my Arrow pickups for the month, which I got Lucky McKee's movie, which I've never seen this one from Lucky McKee, but I've got The Woods. There's that glare. The Woods, which I have not even unpackaged this yet. This is from Arrow UK. Yeah, this only came out in the UK. But I love the Woman movies that Lucky McKee did. Loved them a lot. And I know this is part of his earlier work, so I'm really wanting to check this out. But yeah, this will be a part of my watch list for the month. So that there's The Woods. And then this one I did a review on, which again, if you guys have not watched my review, it'll be down below. Make sure you guys check it out. But there was Spawn. I did Spawn as well. Check out the review for it. I actually go in depth with this, very much so. And then the last Arrow release that I picked up was Creep Show 2. Up, there we go. Yeah, man, I'm very excited to pick this up. The only thing I will say that I'm a little disappointed with this, because I did not get, or I never owned the original Blu-ray release, chunky box release for this, and it's to my understanding that that material on that Blu-ray's limited edition, Blu-ray release of that limited edition, it was more glossy, and this one's just more matte. I wish they would have kept that glossy look, um, but yeah, I'm happy to own this. I know this is a classic. I've never seen any other Creep Show other than the first one, so this will be brand new for me. Sorry about the barking dogs, people. I apologize for that. But next up, I did pick up. I picked this up earlier in the month, and this one here, for the most part, I know it's not a well liked movie, but I picked up Jurassic World Rebirth. I picked that up. Um, Scarlett Johansson, a few other people. I've heard mixed things about this. I'm waiting to watch this at a perfect time where I just don't want to take it too seriously, because now with the Jurassic World movies or Jurassic Park movies, you just can't take them seriously anymore. I hate saying that, but that's just the truth. It's a cash grab at this point. I think it won't be until Universal doesn't make any money off box office from releasing those movies that they'll stop making them. But that's just my opinion on that. And then last but not least, this just literally came in, and I've been wanting to see this movie. This is by Yorgos Lanthimos, which, since I've said it, you guys know what I'm referring to, and that is the 4K of Dogtooth. So yeah, I'm excited to check this out. I know this is a classic. I've never seen this before, so I'm really excited to check this out. Let me know down in the comments if this is considered horror or dark comedy, because that's what it's talking about here in the back. Let me know what you guys think about this movie. I'm going to review it and watch it anyway. But one thing I did notice that was different and unique about this is released by Kino Lorber, so things are a little different. This just looks different, the whole outlook of it. And even here it says it comes with, I think I read here on the back that it comes with a book on the inside. Gosh. Yeah, I think I read on here that it comes with a book. Let me see. I'm gonna have to open this up when that time comes for the review. And I just realized this is the same director that did Poor Things and The Favorite. So I'm really excited to check this out now. Very excited to check this out now. Well, guys, that does it for the haul of September. Oh, wait a minute. I forgot there's one more thing. So this bad boy arrived on my doorstep literally this morning. So as you guys can see, there it is in all its glory. Y'all know how I feel about this. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure that out. So I'm going to go ahead and unbox this. I won't do a thorough discussion about this. There's tons of other videos on YouTube that people kind of do their little breakdowns and everything about this set. So I decided, I'm just going to round this up in its own little thing here. Now, I will say right off the bat, I do notice there's some scratches on it. Like Freddy got to the best of it here. But you guys can see here. There it is. You guys see those scratches there on the top. That does not bother me. I'm a person where I'll be completely honest with you. I'm not as anal about, the looks of certain things as most other people would be. Oh man, check that out. It's got little debossing right there. You can see the skin through the sweater here on this release here. Um, but yeah, so I got a little bit of story here to share with you guys about me getting this. So yesterday, I was actually supposed to receive this bad boy yesterday, and it changed midway. It showed it was out for delivery yesterday morning, but then it showed that USPS had it available for pickup at my local post office at noon. So I left work a little early to go to the post office to pick this up, only to find out that, oh, we don't have it here. It's still on the mail truck. How's that happen? So this morning, it shows again that it's out for delivery. So I don't know what's going on with that. I think that's something I'm not going to hold Amazon accountable for. I think that was just purely USPS BS. But yeah, I mean, it was packaged extremely well. It was packaged extremely well. Um, it was the Amazon box, and then there was another box on the inside of it, which inside of that box, it was actually had another box inside of it that was covering and protecting this. But here's all the movies in their glory, as you can see there. And how about I just do things just a little differently compared to everyone else? Let's see here. Yep, I have no scratches that I can see of so far. There's no scratches. Yeah, that's good. I'll start off with my favorite and work my way to my least favorite. So my favorite, and this was my favorite before it started becoming this culturally talked about sequel. I had this as my favorite even way back in the day, and that is Part 2. Look at Part 2, man. That looks good. And this is my favorite, and I don't care whose list you guys are watching, they're not being factual, it's just opinion. So when somebody gives their opinion, don't get upset with it. You can have a different opinion. That's why we have these discussions. But yeah, the second one is my favorite mainly because, oh man, look at that. That's nice. The second one's my favorite because I love the witchy makeup. What's his name? Kevin Yeager, that he does with the Freddy makeup in this one. And plus, it's the first time that Freddy ventures into the real world, finds his way in the real world, and he just, wrecks shit. So that's why I like the second one. And Jesse, which is played by Mark Patton, awesome scream queen. Awesome scream queen. Just gonna say that. Then my next favorite would be Nightmare on Elm Street 3 Dream Warriors. I think this is actually the fan favorite of the bunch. Here you go. No one's gonna say it, but there's the Welcome to Prime Time. Yeah, I'm not gonna say it, Nate. I don't want to be that different. On the back and on the inside, you got the inside here. I've seen people actually complain about the inside artwork, but let me tell you guys something. With these movies, when they were made back then, there were no high budgets. There weren't enough budgets for them to set aside some time to actually do professional photo shoots for the movies. Be happy with what we got, people. Just be happy with what we got. I'm not saying you can't complain. We can't just bitch about every little small detail, okay? Just gonna call it that, call it the way I see it. Because I see too many people complaining about the smallest things, man. I swear. It gets old. It gets really old. Then my next favorite is Nightmare 4. The Dream Master. Man, I really love that rainbow look on that cover with the artwork, the original artwork. That is dope. I really like that. You got Freddy eating the pizza on the front there. That's pretty cool. All right, we got that. And then, let's see, my next favorite, which this one, honestly, I wouldn't even put it as part of like a list or anything. This is just amazing just for all the right reasons in general. The one that started it all. This is immediately like a favorite. of mine. Immediately a favorite of mine. Um, Heather Langenkamp, she's my favorite last girl in these movies. She's my favorite character in these movies. Um, and I can't wait to meet her next month. Oh man, so I'm not gonna show you my code because I do plan on redeeming that. And this is if you guys didn't own the UK Steelbook version of this, it's the exact same thing. It's the exact same thing minus the Blu-ray. But man, I got a high number. Check that out. Number 1937 out of 15,000. I'm happy with that. Got a high number. So on both things where I got numbered stuff in, I got a high number in. That's freaking awesome. So that 15,000 apparently is pretty much how many that's out there globally. It's not just the States. I think in the States we got like 4,000 of them here in the States. So that's awesome. I don't think that they'll produce any more of these. I really hope they do, just because if people missed out on it, I hope there's another opportunity to get it. Now, if Warner Brothers was smart, which I know they're smart, and I know they're smart because they didn't hand this off to the boutique labels. They sat on this. They knew this was going to sell. If they were smart, they'll do separate steelbook releases for these. I'm just calling it how I see it. That'll be the smartest thing for them to do. The Freddy franchise, I mean, there's none other like it. And Freddy is literally he built New Line. He made New Line. Point blank and period. So there's that. Now my next favorite is Wes Craven's New Nightmare. Oh man, that is badass. That is badass. I like that. Now let me see what people are talking about here on the back here. I don't see nothing wrong with this back. I heard some people actually complaining about the back end of it. I mean, it's Demon Freddy. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. And you got Nancy there. Heather Langenkamp. Then next up, I know this is going to be highly, highly controversial. But again, this is my list, my opinion. And this is one of the biggest reasons why I don't do lists. Because I can sit here and say this is my opinion all day long. And people are going to sit there and say, you're wrong. No, I'm not wrong. It's what I like. You can't tell me what not to like. So my next favorite, I don't know, I'm going to get some shit for this. My next favorite is Freddy's Dead, The Final Nightmare. Oh man, that is so cool. That is so cool. When I was growing up, man, this poster art here, this was in so many video stores that I went to growing up. Um, that was awesome. Hey, look here, we get let me see if I can slide this out of here. We got the 3D glasses, which I'm gonna have to get me another set. And the funny thing is they did not include another set of glasses. I think in the original DVD release, they did actually include glasses with it. And again, sorry people about the dogs. I definitely apologize for that. But yeah, they only gave you one set. I wish they would have gave you at least two for this. That'd have been cool. And last but not least, they can add in the extended footage, which I want to say, I bet that footage is absolutely amazing. But this was my least favorite of the bunch, and that is The Dream Child. The art is really cool, though. I will say that the art is really cool. I was just never a huge fan of this movie. I was never a huge fan of it. Maybe that'll change my mind. But I was never the biggest fan of The Dream Child. So yeah, that is the Nightmare on Elm Street Steelbook collection. It's gorgeous. It's very beautiful. I really like it. Like I said, I may actually still get me a standard edition of it. I'll probably pick up a standard um, when it goes on sale. I'm pretty sure it's gonna always go on sale when you got Amazon, you got places like Groove or Groove. You got those two places that always puts on huge WB title sales all the time. So I may get me a standard somewhere down the road. But yeah, and I will say, like, dude, I mean, people crapped on the Blu-ray release of those movies from years back, and they want to talk about how crappy those releases were, like how terrible a quality it was. But you guys still watched it because I watched it. I still watched it like crazy. And I will go as far as to say this: that set, it's got features in there that's not in this set, like the music videos, Freddy's night, the Freddy's Nightmares episodes. Like, it's got 2 episodes, but they're in there. There's a reason to keep that in your collection. Don't sell it. Keep it. Just hear me out for a bit. If not for those movies, just keep it for those features that then transition over into this. And then you add in the Never Sleep Again documentary. You're all set, man. You're all set. And that's why I say we really didn't need anything new for this as far as, like, you know, features. We didn't really need anything new. Every stone has been turned over. I don't want to see um the original clip from Freddy's Dead where she says now. I don't care about that. I really don't care about that. Now, what would have been cool is like, and I know it would have been hell for them to actually get because of like rights and stuff. I would have loved to seen all the MTV footage from the 80s that Robert Englund was in full Freddy getup they participated in. I would have loved to seen all of that stuff. But I know we're not going to get it because it's tied up in so many different rights. But other than that, I mean, I'm happy with it. I'm happy with it. I'm not one of those people that's going to complain. I'm a huge Freddy fan. As you can see here, I have 2 different gloves. I have the original poster over here on my wall over there. I have another, like, there's my other glove up here. I mean, and I consider myself a big fan. But I'm not going to complain about this. WB knocked that out of the park. And for that, I'm going to give each movie its due. I'm going to expect to see a full review for each film. I'm not going to do 2 at a time. I'm just going to do 1 video per movie. So I'm going to give each movie its due. That's what I'm going to do. And I'm excited to check out these transfers. But that's enough from me. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. What are some of the titles you guys got in this month? Did you guys get the Nightmare on Elm Street collection? And if so, which one did you get? Did you get the Steelbook? Did you get the standard? Or did you get both? I want to hear that down at the bottom. So, but until next time, people, I will talk to you guys later. Peace.